Royal fans may think they are issuing a major complaint, but what this moment actually reveals is far more telling about the obsession surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle than it does about a camera filter. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex made a surprise video appearance at Oprah Winfrey's event to mark the launch of a new book aimed at helping young people live more offline, healthier lives. That alone should have been the headline. Two parents, two global advocates for mental health, using their platform to support a parent-led movement focused on protecting children from the harmful effects of excessive screen time. Instead, a section of social media chose to fixate on how the video looked, rather than what was being said. Let us be very clear about something. Harry and Meghan did not appear at this event to win a beauty contest or to satisfy internet trolls. They showed up because this issue matters to them deeply. For years now, they have been speaking openly about the dangers of unregulated digital spaces, online bullying, misinformation, and the mental health crisis facing young people. Harry has repeatedly linked these dangers to his own lived experiences of media intrusion, grief, and trauma. Meghan has spoken candidly about how online abuse can impact self-worth and emotional well-being. Their involvement here is not performative. It is consistent. Yet almost on cue, the noise began. Comments started popping up across platforms, mocking the camera quality and claiming the video was heavily filtered. One user complained about heavy filters. Another joked that the filter made them look like cartoon characters. Someone else quipped about needing their glasses cleaned. These comments say far more about the people making them than about Harry and Meghan themselves. In an era where nearly every video shared online is compressed, color-corrected, softened, or optimized by default, suddenly Harry and Meghan are singled out as if they personally engineered a conspiracy-level filter. It is almost comical how quickly critics will latch onto the most trivial detail to avoid engaging with the substance of what the Sussexes are actually saying. When they speak about mental health, critics mock. When they advocate for children, critics nitpick. When they appear happy and united, critics scramble to find something, anything, to tear down. What is especially ironic is that this entire event was about reducing screen dependence and improving digital well-being. And here we are, watching people obsess over pixels, lighting, and perceived filters instead of listening to a message about stepping away from harmful online habits. If there was ever proof of why Harry and Meghan's advocacy is needed, this reaction is it. Thankfully, not everyone missed the point. Many supporters focused on what actually mattered. They noticed how relaxed Harry and Meghan looked. They commented on how calm, grounded, and genuinely happy they appeared together. People observed the way Meghan looked at Harry with warmth and affection. They saw a couple at ease, confident in their purpose, and aligned in their values. Meghan glowing was not about lighting. It was about presence. It was about a woman who knows who she is, where she stands, and why she uses her voice. Prince Harry's words during the appearance were thoughtful and measured. He spoke about years of collaborative work examining how digital spaces are deeply affecting collective mental, emotional, and physical health. That is not a vague statement. It reflects years of research, lived experience, and engagement with experts, parents, and young people. Harry congratulated the authors for creating a parent-led movement that is both astonishing and much needed. Those words carry weight because Harry has seen firsthand what happens when children grow up under relentless media pressure without adequate safeguards. Meghan's contribution was equally important. Her simple addition that they are proud to be a part of this movement reinforces something critics often refuse to acknowledge. Harry and Meghan do not just attach their names to causes, they actively participate. They listen, they amplify others, they lend visibility to work that might otherwise struggle to reach a global audience. Meghan did not make the moment about herself. She centered the work, the authors, and the parents driving change. The fixation on filters also exposes a deeper discomfort some people have with seeing Meghan at peace. For years, critics thrived on narratives of chaos, discord, and supposed unhappiness. They insisted that Meghan was controlling, divisive, or miserable. Yet every joint appearance continues to dismantle that storyline. Harry and Meghan appear aligned, affectionate, and purposeful. They speak with clarity. They support one another effortlessly. That calm energy unsettles people who expected their marriage to fail or fracture. There is also an uncomfortable double standard at play. Public figures use professional lighting, production teams, and video optimization all the time. When others do it, it's called polished or well-produced. When Meghan does it, it becomes suspicious. This pattern is not new. It's part of a long history of hyper-scrutiny that has followed her since she entered public life. Everything from her facial expressions to her tone of voice has been dissected, often unfairly. What gets lost in these shallow critiques is the substance of the message. Children are struggling. Rates of anxiety, depression, and loneliness among young people are rising globally. Social media algorithms are designed to maximize engagement, not well-being. Parents are overwhelmed and often under-supported. Harry and Meghan are using their platform to push conversations that challenge powerful tech interests and cultural norms. That is not easy work. It invites backlash. And yet they continue. It is also worth noting the symbolism of appearing at an Oprah Winfrey event. Oprah has long been a champion of meaningful dialogue, personal growth, and social responsibility. Harry and Meghan's association with her in this space reinforces the seriousness of their advocacy. This was not celebrity fluff. It was a thoughtful discussion centered on research, parenting, and community-driven change. Those mocking comments may get laughs in certain corners of the internet, but they do not diminish the impact of the Sussexes' involvement. If anything, they highlight the very toxicity Harry was referencing when he spoke about digital spaces affecting health. Online cruelty often disguises itself as humour. Dismissiveness is framed as wit. But the consequences are real, especially for young people who absorb these behaviours as normal. Supporters who praised Harry and Meghan's demeanour understood something important. Peace is powerful. Seeing a couple who have been through intense public scrutiny emerge grounded and focused sends a strong message. It shows that stepping away from harmful environments, setting boundaries, and prioritizing mental health can lead to genuine happiness. That is a lesson far more valuable than any debate about video filters. Meghan looking at Harry with love is not performative. It is familiar. It is the look of a partnership forged through adversity. Harry standing beside Meghan in shared advocacy is not scripted. It is consistent with his lifelong desire to protect others from the pain he experienced growing up under constant surveillance. At its core, this moment was about children. It was about parents taking the lead in shaping healthier digital habits. It was about acknowledging that technology, while powerful, must be handled with care. Harry and Meghan added their voices not to dominate the conversation, but to strengthen it. They did what responsible public figures should do. They showed up, listened, and supported meaningful work. The outrage over filters will fade, as it always does. What will remain is the growing movement to rethink how we engage with digital spaces, especially for the next generation. Harry and Meghan will continue to be part of that conversation, whether critics like it or not. And perhaps the most telling takeaway is this: when the loudest criticism is about how smooth a video looks, it usually means there is very little to criticize about the message itself. In that sense, the Sussexes are doing something right. They are focused on impact, not noise, on substance, not spin, on love, not approval. That is why, despite the complaints, this appearance matters. It shows Harry and Meghan exactly where they belong, on the right side of a conversation that truly counts.